Hello again, Excelians, and welcome to the second installment of our Improve Your Writing series of videos. And if you haven't seen the first installment, go back and check it out. But before you do that, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons below so you can keep following our videos and me. I'm Jessie. Now, this week's sentence starters will be more challenging, so be sure you've got your thinking caps on. The first type of sentence starter is the participial phrase. In case you're not sure what a participle is, let's define it quickly. A participle is, simply enough, a verb that's being used as an adjective. For example, the laughing baby sat up in bed. Notice that the ing word, laughing, which you probably think sounds like verb, is actually describing the baby here. That makes it an adjective. Another form of the participial uses it in a full phrase, like so. The baby giggling happily in his crib smiled at his mother. This use of a participle generally falls after the noun it describes, and it's more complex because it can interrupt the flow of a sentence. In fact, it splits up the subject, baby, from the verb, smiled. That doesn't mean it's incorrect or bad, though. In fact, you should add more participial phrases to your writing for variety. Now, let's see how it looks as a sentence starter. Shaking his toy loudly, the baby smiled at his mother. Pretty simple, right? But be warned, Excelians, a participial phrase sentence starter must describe the subject, so be sure that your phrase makes sense. Now let's look at one more example. Running at a steady pace, the jogger noticed the sky begin to darken with rain clouds. Now, isn't this a more interesting sentence with the sentence starter than without? Of course it is. All right, everyone. Get ready for a sentence starter that will make your writing amazing, but will also require, well, a lot of creativity from you. The simile sentence starter, one of my favorites. Yes, my friend, you can and should sprinkle your writing with intelligent and insightful similes. See what I did there? Notice the paired adjectives? However, these can be time-consuming to create, particularly for a beginner. So be patient with yourself. Remember that the best similes, and metaphors for that matter, are those that bring out a commonality between the things being compared that most people wouldn't normally notice. They should also give us a deeper insight into both things, not just one. Let's take a look at a couple examples from the greats. Elderly American ladies leaning on their canes listed toward me like towers of pizza, from Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. And here's another from Stephen Crane's The Red Badge of Courage. In the eastern sky, there was a yellow patch like a rug laid for the feet of the coming sun. For our purposes, though, we'll use some cliche similes just to give you an idea of the sentence starter technique, because it's not so easy to write like Nabokov and Crane. Just saying. This is an example. Smooth as silk, her hair lay in wisps upon the pillow. Or, like a kitten ready to pounce, she waited behind the door for the birthday boy, balloons and gift in hand. Notice how much more depth and interest each sentence is given with the addition of the simile? Not only does it provide depth to the main clause, it begins the sentence with a lovely image for the reader. Give your own a try, Excelians, and let us know the results in the comments below. Happy writing!